BDD sad that Lava took his Zoe away. But really interesting comp there on the side of Fred at Brion. I think this is a comp that
he wants to start pretty early as far as getting this harassment down onto Hoya. Only 3 minions there as BDD will see whether he blast cones over. It looks like he will. Rascal started up the fight very early as he slices and dices away. Flash forward, ulti comes down, and BDD easily takes down
Slayer or something. I mean, it'll be interesting to see how much attacks we can split push. As here we go, another fight.
Yeah, exactly. Big stun is going to go down, but there is a lantern. Not good enough, though, as Lava is going to fall very early. Good hook is going to land onto Rascal, but he's got the dominance, a whole bunch of extra health, and he's going to have to press Q pretty soon to keep himself. Personally, anyway. And because people have pulled away turret plates with the help of the Rift Herald and things like that, and are just sitting in these lanes and farming things out is working pretty well. As Rascal takes down the turret, and now Hoya chasing him down, doesn't have the Gale Force just yet. As Rascal looking for it, he'll get the Cull, the Meek, and Hoya. He's been in this position before, as now Life's going to move on in. Hoya's sandwiched, has to flash to get himself out of there. Yep, Umti not going to find any joy with his spear either, and as Zoe's going to lose her mid-turret, one of Wolf's favorite. And he's going to do so, the outer ring taken down systematically here by Gen.g. We were applauding T1's
That would have been certain doom for him. But man, Klid earns #1 teammate of the day already. He comes in there, takes a giant smack from the Zoe, and heals him up. He's got that Moonstone Renewal.
Yeah. As the Rift Scuttler going to get Liliad for a moment, as Umti. He's going to take us down to 1,000 health.
Got 2 teammates here now, but they're not going to... Much else happening in this one. It's just kind of been, okay, maybe this is the moment for Rascal.
Yep, here's the battle. Does throw down the... Randuins, but not going to be able to do it as Hook's going to land, and it's going to be thrown back. BDD, I don't think was able to actually lock that one down. As flash forward with the portal jump from Lava, and that is going to secure the kill onto Klid. Moonlight's Vigil actually did some work, as that Scat of the Week may have just saved the lives of the remaining members of Gen.g. Lava flashes over, though, and he says no. It's going to be traded back as a whole.
You still got to be careful about just going the wrong space at the wrong time, just like this.
Speaking of which, yeah, exactly. In goes Ruler. Was able to get the area. Life very, very low, but it doesn't matter. You've got Lava in the bottom lane, and he ain't teleporting anywhere right now.
Scuffle over the blue buff, so they just moved over and took it for their own. There wasn't much that Bro could do.
Yep, seemed a little bit too easy, to be perfectly honest, as more gameplay is going to rain down onto Hoya. In goes Ruler, he's going to press Q, and that auto-targets as well, guys, so that's a very dead Quinn. Lava tries to dash on in, will get stunned, but thankfully Portal Jump exists. And that's just a pick on the top laner. Gen.g looking a little bit unstoppable at this stage of the game.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you try to hop into 5 members as a Quinn. That's just straight up, like, especially when they have so much burst damage, like, you can't just hop into them. That's never going to go well for you. So now Gen.g, with the Baron buff, they're just looking to push this and maybe go for the double inhibitor play.
Should be pretty comfortable as well, Valdez. I don't really see what Fred Brion's going to be able to do about this one. This will fall down as well. First inhibitor hasn't even been taken just yet, but they can grab that one on their way out if they would like to, and they do so very comfortably.
Get that kill, and he just dies.
Yep, I can... Oh, no. Okay, BDD is stuck between a rock and a hard place. He might be able to kill one of them as he's going to go golden. Hoya is going to survive as Ruler swoops in. We've traded 1 for 1, and Aphelios is dead. And that means Ruler has free... It's actually working out real bad for Bro, because that was 4 people literally surrounding him. As Flash on in, yep, once again, you know, it's just so hard to play as Quinn into Renekton. Like, it's a hard counter, as we know here in the LCK, as Umti's also going to feel the wrath of the angry Croc. And with 4 people dead, Gen.g are going to see to these Nexus turrets and see to game 1.
Yeah, that should be the end of this one. Not much hope here for Fred Brion as their Nexus does go down. Gen.g, they're not going to do the Damwon Kia thing where they all pile in onto the fountain or anything. They're just going to take the Nexus and, you know, move on to game 2.
In the game. Nautilus, though, is going to be the pick, and Rel comes out once again. The lady that wears her horse. I like it. And that's out surfing on some rocks. Doesn't do it so fast, but is still able to get out of there. Flash forward here from the Rel. Crashes down onto Ruler, and first blood going to the Aphelios. Not too bad. Bottom side of the map, biggest lead here as Henna is about 400 in the lead. As there's the flash stun. Hextech Ultimatum comes on in, and Hoya's dead. No seismic shove required.
Has a laner, and was able to get a ton of damage down. But now they're fighting over this.
Yep, another dredge line will come through here as BDD is sitting on the shockwave. Is going to use it just on Lava there to pull him back out, and the flash needs to be used, but it's not going to be enough to keep him alive.
LCK, that show, and they
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Who do you think is the most underrated player? And I said Rascal, and they were like, "Oh, really interesting." But yeah, the guy's got talent. He's really, really good. As I say that, he's getting beat down right now.
Yeah, we are caster cursing him real hard as he goes back in. Hextech Ultimatum to try and avoid some damage, but that's just a solo kill, guys. I have a feeling it's going to be traded back here as Clid is going to turn up. Umti is in position, command protect, and now the shockwave comes through. Hoya tries to flash out.
Just came out. And this is going to be, this is just going to be a free turret up on the top side, essentially. 2-0-1 BDD. He gets the gold from that first blood turret. And they are just both massively ahead as here we go again.
Oh, yeah, another crash down here from Delight as Life taking a fair bit of damage. Ruler does get out of the front line as Rascal's going to teleport in, but that's 1 versus 3. The Nautilus will fall down though, but Oriana comes through as well. BDD mops up the Aphelios as Rascal so low, but still dancing around the fight.
How does he
He's going to keep himself alive, hiding in the alcove. I thought he was burning to death. Camille tends to do just ridiculous things after a few items come in. Already, Trinity Force is now done. Delight now looking for him. Umti running pretty quick now as Hannah underneath this turret is going to try and take this one down, and now Ruler realizes that he's out of position. Life trying to get in there as Gale Force is going to get him a little bit out of the way. Magnet Storm trying to work out there for Delight, but now Ruler gets underneath the turret. Life is going to fall though, and the Hoya will escape, but Flash is now on cooldown. Hannah will deal with this turret though, Severum Crescendum. Feels like Aphelios always has this when he has a turret to himself. So he's going to be able to rip through that one very, very quickly. And Shelly's just going to plant her skull into the bottom lane out of it. As now Rascal looks for the tactical sweep, gets it onto Delight, who's trying to canter away. 1 versus 3 is Rascal as he goes into the Hextech Ultimatum. He's dead though. Yeah, maybe a little bit aggressive as the Gnar is good. Moonlight Vigil is going to miss those. BDD sidestepping beautifully. Clid going to be able to take down the Gnar. And it's a 1-for-1 trade in the end. Some hyphy top laners going down.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm not even sure that they could have gone for a 2v3 and 1, but I like that BDD and Rascal are flexing. Of course, probably wouldn't have had a fun time, but the fact that Hoya goes all the way in kind of by himself, you see the 3 teammates in the jungle, it's not like only BDD is doing well, of course.
Yeah.
Everybody else also having a fun time in this one.
Oh, okay, that is a beautiful Deadly Flourish. Rule is going to set up the kill. Pushing forward. I think if it was a kill onto Umti, they may have just gone straight for the Baron.
Yeah,
but it's only been alive for a minute.
You're wearing your horse's clothes. I guess you feel this is also a very fun Talia maneuver as he goes in.
Yeah, just not going to sit there. In fact, they're just going to kill Hannah. He's just dead, and the whole
Ruler's so
Umti.
fast.
Yeah.
Away from that one. Fred and Brian are not scared.
Hoya? He's supposed to be tanky, guys. He's not. That's going to be a hookshot stun. He does manage to make it into Mega Gnar, but it's not going to keep him alive. Clid's going to join the battle as well as Delight does get a bit of work done there with his Magnet Storm, but it's not the work that you really want as Lava flashes the dredge line, but he's still going to get hit by the plethora of CC that this Gen.g roster has. Double kill for Rascal. He'll see to Umti as well as he gives him the good old thumbs up. There's the King's Own banner as well from Rascal just to add to it. I love Korean brunch place. It's probably not super relevant to a lot of you guys, but
we don't have to tell that story for you guys. You can take a look at the scoreboard. And
maybe we can keep talking about KaiSser.
Or brunch. I was kind of okay with that discussion.
True.
Well, they're just going to take the inhibitor, it looks like. Fred and Brian don't want anything to do with them.
Yeah, that's going to go down. I'm looking forward to hearing about your brunch place a little bit later, but we are just going to talk about the fact that this top inhibitor is going to be falling down first. And Fred and Brian just look like they have no idea what they're going to do in the face of this, and to be perfectly honest, I don't blame them. There isn't really many options that they have. The wall is going to be put up here by Clid. It's not really going to do anything at all. It's just going to try and cut the Nexus in half. As there's the flash forward, Magnet Storm doing some work as the Gnar is going to be met with multiple stopwatches as Hoya does at least get a kill. in the fight. But the flashes forward from Ruler, grabs himself a triple kill, and now the curtains are indeed called. It's a very, very fitting ultimate ability as the ace is going to be completed by Rascal. The Nexus turrets will go down, and the Nexus will follow. And Gen.g, they start with 2 clean sweeps here in week 1.
Yeah, pretty easy game there for Gen.g, 21-6 in terms of kills.
And let's hear from the roommates on the side of Gen.g, Rascal and BDD, the centerpiece of the Gen.g's top side. Please welcome BDD and Rascal for this POG interview. Hello!
벌써 웃고 있는데요.
They're smiling already.
안녕하세요. 두 분의 조합은 보기만 해도 웃음이 납니다. 자, 이렇게 개막 첫 주 연승을 가져가면서
Congratulations
이제
on
단독 1위에
getting a
올랐습니다.
winning streak
소감부터
in the
들어볼게요.
first week of the
라스칼 선수.
split. How are you feeling, Rascal?
깔끔하게 이겨서 너무 좋고
I'm happy that we were able to get a
반가운 얼굴이
clean
앞에
victory,
보여서 더 좋은 것
and
같습니다.
you know, we have some familiar faces
BDD 선수도 소감
on the
한마디
analyst
부탁드려요.
testicles, so it feels nice
네, 저도
I'm also
강영이랑
glad
마찬가지로 깔끔하게 이겼고
that we
반가운
won
얼굴이 있어서
with a clean performance, and I'm happy to see my old friends
네.
on the show.
일단 뭐 최우범 감독님 관련해서 물어보고 싶은 얘기가 있다고
And the question
하셨어요.
referring
BDD 선수
Edgar,
이전에 함께 했었던 최우범
BDD, you are
감독님과의
facing up
대결이었는데
against your former
이제 경기
head
이전에
coach.
어떤
Did
마음가짐으로
you
인했나요?
kind
그리고
of
또
have a
경기 전에
different
혹시
mindset
좀
for the game, or
서로
did you
주고받은 게
message
그런 얘기가
him,
있나요?
message him before the game?
진짜 아무 생각도 없었고
Nothing special in
얘기한 것도 아무
mind
것도
at all.
없어가지고 그냥
No contact,
평소 하던
you
것처럼
know,
했던 것 같아요.
just as usual.
따로 라스칼 선수도 연락을 드리진 않았나요?
What about you, Rascal?
네.
No.
안 친한 것 같은데.
그래서 룰러 선수가 또 이긴 후에 밥
Ruler
사드리라고
promised to
했으니까,
buy him a
네.
decent
그런
dinner
걸로
after taking them down, so
네,
we'll
이제
be looking
라스칼 선수한테 여쭤볼 게
forward to hear
있는데
some updates
이제
on it.
역시 레넥 토너면 라스칼이다.
Rascal, you
아니,
are
그만
popping
웃으시고.
off. And Renekton,
아니,
please
지금
stop
아니,
laughing.
아니,
Rascal, please let me ask you some questions.
3패인데
You're currently
레넥톤의
13 to
카운터에
3
상대로
here in the
주도권을
LCK
계속
on
잡았어요.
Renekton.
이게 혹시
And you had the priority
BDD
when you're
선수가 한
facing
건지
up
아니면
against
라스칼 선수가 한
Queen.
건지
So
궁금해서 여쭤볼게요.
who made the call for the turret dive?
제가 했는데
I did.
이게 미드가 주도권이 항상 가지고 있어서
Because
좀
our
보기가
mid
너무
laner
편한 것
always had priority. It was really comfortable for me to call him.
역시 미드 주도권으로 인한
네, 그러면 이제 레넥톤을 가지고 카운터인
So with
퀸으로
that
굉장히
Renekton,
퀸을 상대했잖아요.
You were
근데 굉장히
actually
잘 상대했는데
facing a
퀸을
counterpick
상대하는 비법이
Queen.
있을까요?
So is there any tip to dealing with Queen?
사실 카운터라고 저는 생각은 하지 않고
I don't really think Queen is a
그냥 좀
counter.
맞더라도 그냥 맞음
So, I
기분이
mean,
안 상하면 돼요. 그냥
just
할 거 하고
don't feel
생각보다
unhappy
그냥
when she
별로
like auto
세지도
attacks you.
않고
She's not that strong.
스킬도 되게 느려가지고
She's really slow with
잘하면
her
되는 것 같습니다.
push. So
이게
I think
확실히 시간이
you just
지날수록
have to
사람들이
focus on your own
선수들이
play.
경험이 쌓인다는 게 옛날 같았으면 저 선수는 때렸어요.
as players
맞는 거 싫어,
gain
난 때리고
experience, you
싶어
know, you
하는데
can
선수가
tell
바뀐 것 같아.
how
맞나요,
players
라스칼
change
선수?
because Rascal, he could have gotten emotional if you
그건 아닌 것 같아요.
were playing without experience, right?
네, 알겠습니다.
I don't really think so.
나르가 나왔습니다.
Let's move on to game number 2, and we had
솔직히
another
지금
Nar coming out
LPL에서는
in
나르가
the
8전 전승인데
LCK, even though you got solo kill by that champion. Well, Nar is not having a good time in the LCK, whereas LPL, Nar is undefeated.
그거는 진짜 저도 잘 모르겠습니다.
I'm not really sure about that.
나르를 어떻게 평가하시나요?
How do you rate Nar?
좋은
the
것
current
같아요.
meta.
선픽으로도
I think
요즘은
it's
무난하고
good. It's a good
라인전도
champion to blind
괜찮고,
pick.
이제
It has a
후반에도
decent laning
그
phase
포텐도
ability,
있는 것 같아서
and it has a potential
충분히
for
나올 만한
late game.
챔피언인 것
I think
같아요.
it's
언제
a very viable pick.
라고 말을 해주셨습니다.
네, 그럼 라스칼 선수 이 경기 때
So Rascal,
상대
game 2.
탑 바텀의 기세가 너무 대단했는데요. 이제
Well,
신인들의
actually, Brion
좀
had
느껴졌는데
quite a bit of a
상대해보면
pressure on the top
어땠나요?
and bottom lane. So how was facing up against your
아
rookies?
근데 진짜 요즘 이제 새로
Maybe you are
나오는
the god of the
신인분들
solo
다
kills.
포함해서 다 너무 잘하는 것 같아요.
I really want to point this out that all the rookies in the LCK
열심히 할것
are
같습니다.
so talented. So I'm not gonna put my guards down, and
이어서
I'll
BDD
always
선수에게
work
여쭤보고
hard.
싶은 질문입니다. 연습 경기에서
BDD,
승률이 90%
I heard
정도
you guys
된다고
are having
하셨잖아요.
about 90% win rate
오늘은
in
좀 그런 부분이
screens.
얼마나 반영된 것 같나요?
So how much were you guys able to channel that effort into competitive game?
진짜 깔끔한
Just like our
경기가 나와가지고
practice game, I think we were able to show a very clean performance. It felt like we were having, like it felt similar to our
그렇죠.
screen
약간
games.
합은 제로 하면 이긴다.
경기력이 너무 좋았다, 만족스럽다라는 말씀인 것 같습니다.
또 이제 개인적으로 궁금한 게 있는데
I have a
BDD
personal
선수
question over to
원래 이제 잘하던
BDD.
선수지만
You
약간
are
이번에 개막하고 나서
definitely
몸이
used
조금
to
더
be a
가벼워진 느낌이거든요.
talented player,
그게
but
약간
I can
이번에
tell
새로
from your
들어온
performance that
뽕코치님의
you are
영향이 있을까요?
playing with less burden. So was that something to do with your new coach, Gung?
제가 뭔가 주도권을 잡고 나서 영향력을 펼치는
So,
부분에서
I think
뭔가 되게 꼬이는 부분이 많았는데
I had some
그때마다
trouble
되게
exerting my
뭔가 저
pressure
혼자
after I got
영상을
this lane
약간
priority
되게 많이 보는 편이었는데
during the laning phase, and
그때마다
I
뭔가
was
해결이
the
안
only
됐거든요.
one to kind of
근데 이제
review my
뽕코치님이
VODs and like
만약
figure out.
게임에서 제가
But now that I have
희생해서
Gung
뭐
on the
CS
coaching
부분에
staff,
막 딸린다거나 그러면
you know,
끝나고 다 얘기해 주셔가지고
he kind of gave a very
뭔가 그런
detailed
부분에서
comments like
엄청
my CS
많이
department and
발전되는 것
everything.
같아요.
So it really helped me
그럼
to helps me
오늘
develop.
10점 만점에 몇 점인가요?
How would you like to rate
자신의 플레이.
yourself
아,
on a scale of 10?
오늘 뭐 10점 만점에 1.5점.
1.5 out of 10.
아,
라스칼
경기가
선수
1.5
반응봐요.
Did you see the face of Rascal?
모욕입니다 이거.
라스칼 선수가
아,
보기엔 몇
네.
점인 것
Rascal,
같습니까?
how would you like to rate BDD's performance today?
9점으로 하겠습니다.
Nine.
1점은 너무 그 역겨워가지고.
1.5 was
아, 컨셉이 이어지고
Too
있다
much, you know?
이런 말씀이신 것 같아요. 그리고 라스칼 선수에게 또 직접 전하고 싶은 메시지가
and a
있다면
message over to
어.
Rascal.
아 오늘 안재현 닮았다고.
You look like a Korean actress.
아 넘어가죠.
You look so handsome.
네, 논란이 있을 것 같아 넘어가죠.
But let's just skip it.
인상을 띄우기도 하셨고 했는데
아그 킹존 인장을 띄우고.
Oh
계신
yeah,
분인지
I
약간 좀
want
저도
to
약간
also ask you
그렇게
about
약간 혹시 보고
the
싶은 사람이
Kingdom
있었나
flares.
물어보려고
So do
했는데
you miss
인터뷰에서
anyone
이제 먼저 얘기를 하길래
in specifically?
보고 싶은
뿌듯하셨나요?
사람은 네
Yeah, I
오늘
mean,
이미 본 것 같아요.
I think I've